Well, I must say I was slightly horrified to hear that Ramadan is being promoted instead.
Now we are in danger of being swamped by Muslims who bear a culture and ideology that is incompatible with our own.
I do think that we are culturally a Christian country. I call myself a cultural Christian. I'm not a believer, but there's a distinction between being a believing Christian and being a cultural Christian. And so, I love hymns and Christmas carols, and I sort of feel at home in the Christian ethos. I feel that we are a Christian country in that sense. It's true that statistically the number of people who actually believe in Christianity is going down, and I'm happy with that. But I would not be happy if, for example, we lost all our cathedrals and our beautiful parish churches. So I count myself a cultural Christian. I think it would matter if we substituted any alternative religion. That would be truly dreadful.
Islam sees itself as a theocracy. Islam does not believe in democracy, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, or freedom of assembly. It does not separate religion and politics.
Church attendance is plummeting, but the erection of mosques across Europe, I think 6,000 are under construction, and there are many more, are being planned.
No more mosques or schools should be built, and those that already exist should be monitored with regards to what they are teaching until the present crisis is over.
So do you regard that as a problem? Do you think that matters?
Yes, I do, really. I mean, I have to choose my words carefully.
Why do you have to choose your words carefully, Richard? What are you afraid of? Why are you not afraid of insulting Christians? Is it because Christianity is the religion of peace and you know that nothing will happen to you?
I must emphasize that I think that the things that Christians believe are actually nonsense. I mean, I have to choose my words carefully. I mean, if I had to choose between Christianity and Islam, I choose Christianity every single time. I mean, it seems to me to be a fundamentally decent religion in a way that I think Islam is not.
It is partly a religion, but much more than that. It has a political agenda that goes far outside the realm of religion. It regulates Muslims' social and domestic life, their legal system and politics, their total life.
There's an active hostility to women, which is promoted, I think, by the holy books of Islam. I'm not talking about individual Muslims, who, of course, are quite different. But the doctrines of Islam, the Hadith and the Quran, is fundamentally hostile to women, hostile to gays.
But this is certainly going to be a bittersweet moment for me.
This is my 35th Mardi Gras.
Nice, but I love it, Albo.
I find that I like to live in a culturally Christian country, although I do not believe a single word of the Christian faith.
If you are not prepared to become Australian and give this country your undivided loyalty, obey our laws, respect our culture and way of life, then I suggest you go back where you came from.
Would it be a good thing or a bad thing if we became a less Christian country?
I am one red-blooded Australian who says no, and who speaks for 90% of Australians.
And just on the foundation of this nation, with the King being the head of church and state, do you think it provides a solid foundation that we would lose something if, let's say, there was a Muslim majority?
Well, yes. I think the King, when he was Prince of Wales, was actually rather sympathetic towards Islam, and one of the problems I felt. No, I think it would be a terrible thing. And insofar as Christianity can be seen as a bulwark against Islam, I think it's a very good thing. I mean, in Africa, for example, where you have missionaries of both faiths operating, I'm on Team Christian side as far as that's concerned.
Sharia law should not be acknowledged or allowed, and Australian companies should be banned from paying for halal certification.